little bit of a weird angle right now. It's beautifully sunny out, which means there's like no good angle on my porch, but I really wanted to do the video here, so here we are. Okay, there are cards that wanted to come through for everyone. This is going to be a message for a select group of people, which once I start talking, you are going to know if this message is for you. If it is not for you, disregard it, don't worry about it. Next. If it is for you, this is probably meant to be a little bit either of a confirmation or a wake-up call. Okay, so we're just gonna go for it. Okay, so big messages that are coming out. Hey Jessica, is be fearless. So also know that these cards could be for you, even if what I'm saying doesn't feel like it's for you. If you see one of these cards and it means something different, you are correct. So interpret them, always interpret what you go with first. And then if whatever I'm saying goes, go with it. Okay, be fearless, 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 fearless. This does not mean we can't have fear. There's nothing wrong with having fear. It's that saying, right? Feel the fear and do it anyway. That's what this is. This is like, for some of us, it's going to be like confronting those things that we maybe pushed to the side, pushed away, pushed under, thought I never have to deal with that again. I never need to feel those feelings. I never need to process that trauma. This is that. Yay! This is what we in the spiritual community talk about shadow work. I think I talked about this in my last video too. It is go time. It is go time for a lot of you. So for a lot of, if you've already been on this sort of shadow work journey, like uncovering the layers of you, processing any old trauma, then you're already on it. Confirmation, keep going. If you have been stuck here, this is like she's not processing it. She has anxiety about it. So this isn't like her grieving and feeling the emotions of what needs to be felt. This is resisting it. And when we resist it, at least what's coming through today is it's going to feel like anxiety. So this is like, I'm not going to look back on all that stuff that I'm like buried in my back closet corner of myself, because it's all stored in your body. Our bodies are amazing. Hi, Sarah. They're amazing, but they also store all that junk if we don't process it. So this is, some of us are resisting looking at all the junk and feeling a lot of anxiety. So this is just, if this is you, it's go time. And what I mean by go time. So a lot of us, especially if you probably resonated with me and are in my group, a lot of you are probably here to not only clear up your junk, you are probably here to clear up your ancestral baggage. So you are probably here to first focus on you. We have to focus on us first, clearing up our stuff energetically, and then once we process through that, then we can start looking at family line stuff. Is there some ancestral stuff that just keeps getting passed down and like looped? Like, you know, say your grandma had these certain tendencies or patterns she fell into, and then your mom had certain tendencies that she fell into, and then you are here to be, some people call them chain breakers. You are probably here to be a chain breaker and break away from those ancestral loops and those ancestral patterns and help free your family line and yourself. If you have kids, they are probably set up to be the chain breakers if you don't follow through. So we all have choice. That's the other thing. You have choice. Just because you came here, even though it's probably you that signed, it was you that signed up for this, when you're here, you still have choice. You can say, okay, I'm going to process this and free my family line, or I'm gonna let my kids do it. You gotta let kids. So that's that. However, for a group of you, like I said, It is go time. This is not something that can continue to be ignored unless you want to feel like this all the time. So that was the biggest message. And then, okay, so, well, great, Amy, now what? So I need to clean up my junk, and I need to clean up my family's junk and possibly my entire ancestral line. Now what? How? What does that even mean? So for me, that's the way I use what is called the Akashic Records, and cleaning up energetically using those tools, which is like if there's cords and contracts, if there's entities attached, if there's just loops, those patterns that you keep falling into, if there's different timelines that kind of need to be taken the charge out. That's when I talk about Akashic Record stuff. That will be part of the course that I'm teaching, and the next step is to actually just record just an Akashic Records course. My course in October, which is starting on Saturday, is going to be like my testing it out with a few people so I can then record my course. However, that's not the only way. There are many ways that you can go through through this work. So my job today is not to tell you my way is the way. My job today is to tell you it's time. It's time to stop ignoring. If you've been ignoring those little parts of you that we want to close off and not look at, it's time to stop ignoring those. If you feel like you signed up to come here to be the chain breaker in your family, it's time. It's not something that we can keep ignoring. The World card did come up also, which to me is like, so right, some of it's in shadow and some of it's in light. What is interesting is, the way I see this, is we need to go through this shadow to feel that light, but also we need the light to shine on the shadow. So it's not like you want to be one place or the other, but to me this is just showing like we are here to shine a light on our shadows so we can move through them, process them, not be controlled by them, and then move through them, being very fearless. There are a select group of you who I am meant to, like, I think I said catapult like 50 million times in my last video, because that's what like they kept saying. But there's a select group of you in here that I am meant to really take through this journey like fast, 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 fast. So if you are someone that has been feeling like, holy, I am so behind, why have I been ignoring this? Yes, I'm here to clear out my energetic stuff, clear out my family's energetic stuff, and like move on to my mission, because a lot of you do have bigger missions here than just working through shadow work. That's what the course in October is going to be, which is starting on Saturday, which I'm not going to talk about that now, and when I record the Akashic Records course. But I am getting I have like, I'm looking down here, I have cards that are just for me. Hey Libby. There is a select group of you who I am meant to like accelerate through this like go, 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 because we may have been ignoring those messages for a little bit too long. So if you're someone who has been doing this shadow work or this clearing of yourself, attempting to clear your family line, and you're still doing it and you feel like you haven't moved past it yet, I'm here to like get it done, because you're not supposed to be stuck there. That's it. You're supposed to move through it and then get on with your next mission. So there are certain people in here that it's like I have those keys for you to help you unlock and then move on and not be stuck in this place of constant clearing and healing and anxiety. Okay, so big picture, generalized for everyone. That's probably going to end up watching this. It is go time. There's no dilly-dallying anymore. The vibrations of Earth have quickened. We need to like step up and quicken with it. We do not want to be dragging our feet because it is not going to feel good. If you're already feeling like the uncomfortableness, and I don't mean the uncomfortableness from everything going on in society, that's a different uncomfortableness. If you're feeling this uncomfortableness, like I'm behind, I'm not where I'm meant to be, hey, yeah. No, you can have one right now. Oh, it wants popsicle. If you're feeling this because you're behind, you feel like you're spiritually behind, like I should be further than this. We may have been dragging our feet, not on purpose, maybe on purpose, who knows, doesn't matter. So there are a select group of you who I meant to like bring up to speed, like starting on Saturday. So if you're that kind of person and you think you're in there, that probably means you're in my soul family, and that's who I meant to like wake up, let's get going, let's move on. I will just like say also, I have been getting a lot of messages that I am going to be needing to close this group soon-ish, because it's been absolutely beautiful and a beautiful teaching experience, and so many of you lovely souls have helped me learn and up-level in so many ways by letting me practice with you. But I'm getting that I'm meant to kind of pivot with the container that I'm holding, and I'm meant to start holding the container for the people that are here for me to get going. I'm clicking my fingers a lot. I'm pretty sure that I'm clearing things and activating things for all of you, which feels really neat. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for now. But like I said, my way is not the only way. There are many avenues, there are many ways, there are many missions, there are many reasons why people are here. So take what sounded right for you and throw the rest out. Okay, I love you all. I will check in with you later, and we'll leave you with this beautiful card. Again, this doesn't mean not to have fear. This just means we're gonna be like courageous. Actually, before I go, I will tell you, I got this card. This is the card that showed up why I even bought this deck. This is one of my first decks, the Cosmic something deck. I picked this card. I was like looking at the decks, and then I'll go. For some reason, this feels important to tell you, some of you. I was at a workshop, and I was working through my fear of the dark. Yes, I was like, I don't even know how old I was, 25, 30, something like that. And I was working through my fear of the dark. And because I was afraid of what I was gonna see. I shuffled through the deck and got this card, and I was like, I need to buy this deck. So this, like I said, does not mean you don't have fear. It means you're ready to face what you are afraid of and move towards it like courageously with, look at the light, right? The lighthouse, we've got this light. She's like, you're dressed with all this white. So you're ready to shine that light. Let it be illuminated. Do it anyway, even if it feels super uncomfortable. Okay, I'll go for now. I love you all. I will talk to you soon. Bye.